Welcome to Hope Natural Health, the podcast inspiring you to be your best version. Join me, your host, Dr. Erin, naturopathic doctor, dog mom, cancer survivor, and girl boss weekly as we discuss all things health, hormones, and happiness with a little side of this thing called life. Welcome back to the Hope and Natural Health podcast, where I try to get you healthy the right way. Last week, we talked all about intermittent fasting. So if you missed that episode, go back and listen to it. It's episode 24. And this week, we're going to talk about some tips to avoid the holiday bloat, because we are going to be tempted with holiday parties, celebrations, Christmas events, you name it. New Year's events, top of the 22 events, whatever you want to call it in this next few weeks with the holiday season. And I wanted to give you some tips so that you can avoid that holiday bloat, which could be common with all of these extra treats and indulgences that we might partake in. So first is make sure that you are hydrated. Actually, being dehydrated can cause bloat. And furthermore, alcohol dehydrates you. So if you're drinking a lot of booze or increased your alcohol intake over the holidays, that's going to dehydrate you, which will then cause added bloat. So make sure you are hydrated. And if you are one that does not like water, which I think is very strange, but I used to be like that and not like water, you can always come in for a hydration IV. We are now mobile, so you can have the mobile IV unit come to your house and we can hydrate you before your holiday party or rehydrate you after your holiday party so that you can decrease that bloat. The second tip I have for you is to make sure that you are eating slowly. If you are like, oh my gosh, this is so delicious, you're eating it fast, you're gobbling it down, you're actually going to be swallowing air while you eat, therefore increasing bloat. So if you eat slowly, which is a great recommendation outside of holiday parties, making sure that you actually chew your food and eating it slowly so you can break down the nutrients and the enzymes that are in the food will help you decrease the bloat. On the same realm of eating slowly, the third tip would be to don't arrive at holiday parties hungry. So make sure you have a nice protein snack with a good healthy fat prior to going to holiday parties. So therefore, you're not tempted to eat bad foods or the foods that you normally wouldn't eat that might upset your stomach or cause that added bloat. Or perhaps have those additional calories that you really don't want or need, and then you might just beat yourself up the next day for overindulging, which I'm all for indulging, but all in moderation, right? So make sure you have something to eat before you go to a holiday party, because then you're less likely to overindulge and have added bloat. The fourth tip would be to go outdoors and go for a post-meal walk. So if you go to a party or have a dinner with friends or family, you have a special event, move the body afterwards. Get the body flowing, get the juices flowing. You're going to help your body digest, you're going to help your mood, and you're going to reduce that bloat by getting around and moving. And the last tip I have for you is to take a digestive enzyme. There's plenty of over-the-counter digestive enzymes that you can take. There's some on my supplement store. We'll have the link in the show notes for that if you want to purchase a digestive enzyme. But those are going to be helpful at digesting the higher fat intake that's likely found at holiday parties or events that you normally wouldn't eat, so that you can properly digest your food, and that therefore will decrease bloat. And especially for those out there that don't have a gallbladder, this is very, very important, because most of these foods at these events are not foods that we commonly eat. So they might be higher fat, and you're going to have a more difficult time with digesting them. So digestive enzymes are very helpful for that. Again, short, sweet, and to the point, but to recap, 5 tips to avoid this holiday bloat this holiday season. 1, make sure you're hydrated. Dehydration can cause bloating. Alcohol causes dehydration. And we all know that we're probably going to have a little bit more alcohol than we normally do, especially probably around New Year's. And if you need help with hydration, you can always contact us for a mobile IV. We can come hydrate you, or you can come in the office for an IV. The second tip would be to eat slowly. If you eat fast, you're going to swallow air, therefore increasing bloat. And also arrive at the holiday parties not hungry. So make sure you've eaten before you arrive to these parties, therefore you're less tempted to indulge. Fourth would be take a walk after you eat. Go for a little stroll around the neighborhood, look at the Christmas lights, the holiday lights, and get that body moving so that you can help your digestion out. And then fifth, you can take a digestive enzyme to help promote digestive function and reduce that bloat. I wish you all a wonderful holiday season, and we will see you next week.